I'm Tommy, and I'm with Jeff and Eric of Stone Temple Pilots. Gentlemen, it's great to meet you.
Hey, you too, man. You too.
All right, nice to meet you.
Long time, man. Love the music, and I'm just going to start off with the new record. You guys had a good time making this record, didn't you?
It was great, man. It was like going to your friend's house and creating music. It's basically what it was. Because
what it was. Went to the house and created music. And I got a studio in my house, and Robert's got one in his house. So between the two friends' houses, we knocked out a great record.
And what I mean by what it sounds, it sounds like you had fun. I've listened to this record so much, and I know you're proud of it, but God, I hope the world understands what a great record this is. I've been driving back and forth between two states, and this is the record that's been driving me back from Michigan to Indiana in my move. It is so good. It is so diverse. And even Dean, some of the best guitar playing, I knew he was good. And some of the solos, the jazz licks, the country licks, it was so diverse, and you're such a compliment, and you did an amazing job on vocals.
Thank you. It was a lot of work, but they put in the time in writing a lot of the stuff before I even got there, so it was kind of seamless, really. It just kind of fell into place, and it was very organic, and it was very real.
I've listened to all these records you guys have made over the years, and now your record. I really believe that you prepared extensively, just for the audition, but this whole process. I want people to know what you went through, maybe getting to the audition and then getting to that album, because those are two different things, but yet they're the same. But it sounds like you did your homework, man. from all those vocal parts and just everything, it gelled so well.
There's a lot of things that went into it. I won't go into it all right here and bore everybody, but there was a lot that went into it. I had to figure out what my capabilities were and how to keep it STP and stay myself at the same time, but still have that familiarity. And obviously they wrote the music, so it's going to sound like STP no matter what, but I could have came in and hacked it up, but thank God I didn't.
Well, now I'm going to switch this to you, Eric. You got this new guy here, and I know you had some TV time, so you had some big-time experience and some pressure, but you guys have done this a long time, and I know all the legacy and everything that's went in this without getting into all that. How did you prepare him? You guys are kind of like the guys going to the new guy and the young guy coming up, and how did you prepare him? What advice did you and Dean and Robert give him?
I don't think we gave him any advice. It was... It was just for writing the new material. He was always on top of his game. Stuff came out really quick because we're writing all the time. Someone comes up with a riff and we just jump on it and try a few changes. And he was really great at just jumping in with, pseudo lyrics and just hopping in with great melodies, harmonies.
There was a lot of mumbling in the beginning.
Yeah. So the writing process was effort. So there really wasn't any prepping. It's not rocket science in a way. We just get up there, turn up, try to play great, and not die in the process.
Just don't f*** it up, that's all.
How much freedom did you get? Did you guys just open the door and say, come on in, write some lyrics, man?
It was full freedom, but I felt the responsibility of making sure it was an STP record at the end of the day, and that because my whole thing was helping them continue their journey. And I feel like it was less about me. It was more about honoring Scott and honoring Chester and everyone that was ever been involved in STP and making sure that it just kept going the way it should.
What was it, the X Factor you were on? Okay, you're on that. You get past that. What were you doing in between this and Stone Temple Pilots?
I had a band that I put together with some cats from different bands, and we were overseas for a while and did the Middle East, and that's actually when they started their... I think they announced that they were going to have open auditions before I left, and then I was gone for a few months, so I was just like out of sight, out of mind. And then I came back, and I figured they would find someone quick, and it'd be like the right thing, it'd be perfect. But when they didn't, when I got back, I kind of felt this sense of duty I'm like, well, I can do it, so I probably should. So that's kind of how I thought about it. And then I made a few phone calls and had, some things happened, and I ended up in the room. Thank God I didn't have to go through the open call process, because I probably wouldn't have made it.
Well, about that was pretty ballsy, I should say, for a band of your stature to put this online. Hey, send us your video. We had guys here doing it, sending videos and stuff. How did you guys get through all that?
I think there's about somewhere between 10 and 20,000 submissions. It was so many. The one thing that I was disappointed with, I thought there was going to be more girls that would with just razors in their throats. Like, I was expecting like a couple Janis Joplin type voices to come out, and it just, the girls that submitted,
Those are
just,
rare.
Yeah, really, really rare. And but Jeff didn't even bother to submit. He was just he was so cocky. He's just like, I don't need to submit. No,
Skip that process.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But some were hilarious. Some people.
I watched a bunch.
Yeah.
So I know what you're saying.
But some people were really good. It was a different experience, and we just, at the time, it's just like, well, let's just open this up to the whole world and see what we get. We tried it. We did about 6 to 9 months before we did the open submissions. We were just trying a few people out that were friends of friends, and every one of those guys were just great singers, just not the right fit. It's really something where it has to pinpoint into fitting the catalog and writing the new material. And Jeff won all that hands down, man. It was really wonderful.
I tell you what, you're an incredible singer. The falsetto stuff and everything, and I'm telling you, you must have done a lot of homework, because there's so many nuances, and and I listen to the record. I've listened to the whole catalog so much. But, and plus you guys are a core artist for every radio station in the country, but man, I've listened to that record I don't know how many times now, and it's just wonderful. The Art of Letting Go.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dude, I mean, it was just like, and that solo, man, I mean, the lead on that is so beautiful.
That song was literally written in like 15 minutes. It was like one of those things that wrote itself, and those are the best ones. When you spend like days and hours and weeks and months on a song, it usually doesn't end up being good, because it's too contrived and too thought. And that one was, Dean was just, we were at his studio, and Dean was just playing on this little toy guitar.
He's playing my daughter's. I have a 9-year-old daughter who's playing her guitar. It's this little, this little half size. Yeah,
guitar.
but he just was coming up with those chords.
Came up with those beginning chords,
Yeah.
and I kind of heard what was going on, and I just had an idea, and literally it was done in like 15 minutes. The whole thing, lyrics, everything was just finished.
When I get to Thought She'd Be Mine, I always listen to it twice, because I'm driving down the road and I'm that guy singing at the red light. Yeah. That is so cool, man. It's just a sing-along song, and there's so many songs on here. I mean,
Picking all my favorites.
I'm telling you, man, I love that song so much. And we can talk about the singles, but everybody hears those. Yeah. I listen to the whole record. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I'm an album guy. I know you are, and I know you are. We're old school. We but God, man, there's so many.
The journey of listening to the whole thing, going and following along with the lyrics, and kind of takes you to a certain place if you let it.
Well, Good Shoes, Red and Blues. Oh my God, what a great closer.
Yeah, it's
country riffs on there too from Dean again.
Yeah.
What was the 16th that Robert did? What was that? I know that's on Good Shoes.
Yeah, Good Shoes. Yeah.
On the bass.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty funky.
It was just so perfect for the part, And you guys have always been one of my favorite rhythm sections.
Oh, great. Thank you.
And I think it's an underestimated rhythm section. Yeah, I always talk about all this stuff, and I'm going. I always told bass players, listen to Robert, and listen to Eric and different musicians. That rhythm section's so good. They named it the grunge era. You guys are just a great rock band.
Rock band. We love good old school R&B as well. So that's where a lot of that is hidden in there.
There's a lot of jazz in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's when I was talking about the record being so diverse earlier with the different tones and stuff. And I'm going to throw a big name out like Led Zeppelin, and I know you guys have, Yeah, but how their records, they just sounded like Zeppelin no matter what they played. That's what this record reminded me of. It sounded like Stone Temple Pilots no matter what you played.
Yeah, all right.
They are Stone Temple Pilots, so I guess it.
It worked out good. It worked out good. Well, it's an incredible record, and I really hope the world gets this. You can download every single song. Okay, Middle of Nowhere, Guilty, Meadow, Just a Little High, 6/8, Thought She'd Be Mine, Roll Me Under, Never Under, The Art of Letting Go, Finest Hour, Good Shoes, of course, Reds and Blues, and Never Enough. Yes, and that's a great song too.
Thank you, man. Yeah, that's one we wrote on the spot too. It was in the room, and Dean had that riff, and then you started playing along with it, and then we had to try to make sense out of it, because it's the riff is like completely backwards from the rest of the song, and then
some of these songs, like, is that the chorus or is that the pre-chorus or?
yeah. I just tried to find the common simplicity in it and just go with that, and that's what.
Well, it's a fantastic record. We're very glad to have you here. So, gentlemen, congratulations. Welcome.
Thank you.
And, hey, we're in Michigan, so we're going to come see you sometime and want you to come see us in Grand Rapids, all right?
I'm from Michigan, so that won't be too hard.
All right. Jeff, Eric, Stone Temple Pilots, the new record, get it. download it, whatever you got to do, and come see these guys. It's a great show. Don't rely on YouTube. Come see it live and feel it.